this van has been monitored as a suspected Colorum vehicle.
250 po. Saan po galing?
So according to enforcers, the vehicle has an expired registration under the name of a construction company. The couple here said they bought the vehicle and they haven't updated the registration yet. Of course, any non-contact violations for this vehicle would go back to the registered owner. If it's involved in a crime, it goes back to the registered owner. It's very important to update your registration if you sell a vehicle. So that vehicle will now be impounded. It's only 6,000 pesos, but the MMDA will hold the vehicle for 3 months. So definitely the driver would feel that. This tricycle has been impounded. It was illegally parked. There's no license plate, so it's impossible to issue a ticket. There's no driver, so that'll go on the back of the tow truck or towed behind the tow truck. And then this one over here, unfortunately the driver couldn't show a license. These have a little 200cc motor inside. They can be registered with LTO and they do require a driver's license. The team came across this vehicle and it's actually stalled. They couldn't start the engine. They tried to push start it to get him going. Unfortunately, no luck, so it is going to be towed away as an obstruction. He also has some very interesting license plate covers. Depending on the angle that you look at the license plate, you cannot read it. I don't know if that's just by accident, but it's the same on the front and the rear plate. So I don't know how that would affect CCTV enforcement. Now obviously I usually blur license plates. I just want to show you the kind of effect that's being used here. And then depending on the angle, you really cannot read what's behind the plate cover. According to the driver, his father is a policeman and he's saying that they should not impound the vehicle.
It's either sir, umistart ka hindi, ano po kayo itoto. Binigyan po kayo ng chances. Tinulak kayo paharap, then tinulak kayo pababa para mag-start. So hindi po nag-start, bawal po tayo rito sir. National road po to. So kailangan natin po dito.
Although this passenger and driver are wearing helmets to say joyride, the driver is actually operating as a habal-habal or an illegal motorcycle taxi. That's quite an expensive ticket that he'll be given. The enforcers are now speaking to the operator of this tow truck. This is the one that was hooking up to the car. He was driving behind the team and now he's arrived, there's no more car. And what he said is a police officer allegedly arrived and forced them to release the vehicle. So as you can see, no more car being towed. This is a big problem because they've already written out the ticket, they've written out the impound notice saying it's being impounded. So now they're going to have to go through a lot of paperwork at the office to explain what happened and why the vehicle never made it to the impound lot. MMDA apprehended this motorcycle. Unfortunately, the driver and passenger are not wearing helmets. They're just writing out the ticket now, and they're writing out another ticket over here. Unfortunately, motorcycle driver wasn't wearing a helmet. At least his passenger has a helmet.